Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another video. A big day in the history of Chelsea Football Club, as if we haven't had enough big days over the last month or two. Today is supposedly the deadline for potential buyers to get their final bids in for Chelsea Football Club. And then God knows how long it's going to take to actually get a sale through. Hopefully soon, because I would like to see Chelsea versus Real Madrid. I would like to see fans be allowed back into games, and God knows how long it's going to take to get to that position. But we are going to delve into everything surrounding Chelsea over the last 24 hours. We're also going to be previewing the Middlesbrough versus Chelsea game and going through our predicted lineup for that game as well. So yeah, guys, smash the like and subscribe button. If you guys haven't done so already, join the membership button down right next to the subscribe button as well. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. Alex, first off, I'm gonna start off with you. How's everything been, bro?
It's all right. I have my agendas about FA, UFA, how you say it, fraudulence, or how you say it? What's the word I'm looking for? Corruption.
Yeah, corruption.
If somebody can explain it to me, how 3 English team, 3 Spanish team, in 8 teams combination had a draw with not even one of them to not find team from their own country. That's biggest surprise for me. How is that possible? Like, what are the odds of that to be that 6 teams out of 8 will not meet each other in the championship league final? That's the only thing.
Champions, all these draws are all about coincidence anyway. Like we said backstage, we've never drawn Real Madrid in the Champions League, and suddenly we've drawn them twice in a row. But shock, horror, it is what it is. Fata, what are you saying, bro? Fresh trim as
Yeah,
well.
all
Big
good.
up yourself.
All good, man. All good. I'm just enjoying my lunch. The UEFA, the quarterfinals, so it is what it is. And we got another draw again on Sunday if we beat Middlesbrough. You never know. We face in the semi-final for the FA Cup. So yeah, man. All good.
Yeah, I'm not really as fussed about the FA Cup now, to be honest. Now we can't go, but it is what it is. We get knocked out by Middlesbrough. I'm not gonna cry.
You ain't going in the first place. You going to Ireland to get late.
There was potentially spares coming out today. You never know.
Oh,
Never know. Just saying. But yeah, Chris, what are you saying, bro? You all good?
Yeah, I'm all good. Through to the Champions League round, Real Madrid again. I take it. So yeah, all good.
All good. Love to hear it. And last but not least, Josh, what are you saying, my guy?
Yeah, man, doing well. It's Friday. That's never a bad thing. The draw is what it is when you get to this stage in Champions League. You got to win to get through anyway. So, yeah, it's interesting, like Alex said, but whatever. We've been there before with Madrid, and I think we'll handle our own. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. So it'll be interesting Champions League quarters and semis for sure.
Yeah, the first point obviously is from the Champions League quarterfinal draw, and Chelsea have drawn Real Madrid for the second year running. And obviously, you'll feel confident after you see the performances that we had against them in the 2 legs. But with the injuries that we've had, we still got the lack of left wing back or capable left wing back. We're going to have to deal with one of Alonso or potentially Saul playing on the left. Potentially AC out as well, meaning that we're going to have to deal with Chalobah against Vinicius, which is a little bit worrying. And Real Madrid having the extra motivation after the way that they got knocked down the second leg as well. Fata, I'm going to start off with you. What's your thoughts on drawing Real Madrid? And do you feel as confident as we would have this time last year? Or what's your thoughts going into the game?
I think this is going to be an equal game, mainly because let's just hope that the fans coming back by then. But I feel like they're more of I think what happened last year in the semi-finals, the second leg especially, they kind of want to forget that day and then, you know what, let's just use that as a motivation. We know how these guys to play football, and the fact that also the reunion might be on for the quarterfinals. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. But at the same time, we need to be managing the players out very well because the run of fixtures next month is not going to be that easy. and hopefully we'll be more healthy than ever before, man. That's my concern.
But fitness is all just in speculation. Like, we could have more injuries going into it. We could potentially have a basically fully fit squad except for Ben Chilwell. But I do think that's going to be the biggest question mark. Alex, what are you thinking about the draw versus Real Madrid and also potentially facing Manchester City again in the semi-finals as well?
You're mute.
Bro.
Two legs that what I'm worrying about. Look, for me, Championship League, it's a completely different. I never have like a good strong feelings of one team versus another, because you have one problem when you play in group stages, those teams that nobody knows, so you underestimate them, and you have those legendary teams like Real Madrid. Even though we beat them last season, there's a completely different approach this season. They play better. They have a better forwards they really good team this season compared to what they had last season. Even though we're very decent, you just never underestimate Real Madrid in the Premier League and the Championship League. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just can't. For me, it's the I think maybe on the paper we have a better how you say it odds, but I don't think like the midfield is how you say it, a little older, but at the same time we have Jennifer in the middle, so
It's not like Jennifer didn't drop a masterclass in the second leg though.
Yeah, agree. I'll tell you what, Conte is the big performer under those specific games, you know what I'm saying? And their midfield is quite open. And I think it suited us better, for example, if we will play against Atletico, because Atletico same time is physical, and I can't. It's based on what we're gonna be at the club at the moment, who's gonna be our owner, how we're gonna deal with the pressure of the Chelsea football club with the owners. It's a tough one to call it. To tell you the truth. Especially we going away first game, even though there's no away goals and stuff. We're gonna be in the new stadium. Remember that we didn't play in the new stadium last season. We might not have fans over there at all.
Yeah, the fans is the biggest question mark for me, because Stamford Bridge in the first leg is basically going to be behind closed doors if that's the case, which might work to our favor. I mean, we did beat them 2-0 behind closed doors the last time, but going to Real Madrid, we'll say a full house. They still got parts of the lower tier that's been sectioned off while they rebuild the stadium. There's still going to be a full ground of Madrid fans, and that might play deeply into our hands. But it all depends on what happens in the first leg too. It is still a bit of speculation.
The thing is, I don't think Real Madrid is that good though.
What?
All right,
welcome
mate.
to the stream, man.
All right.
Welcome to the stream, man.
They're not.
Fator, just super chat now, please. Fator, just put a super chat.
I've said Roman.
How do you come in with one of the stinkiest takes imaginable?
No, Lewis, don't address it. Fator, the super chat.
I can't tell him what to do with his own money.
PSG should have beat Real Madrid. They just capitulated in the last 30 minutes, 20 minutes.
That's PSG's story the whole time, though. They always do that.
So why is Real Madrid not that good then? Go on, let's hear this.
Well, they're a good team, but I think we can touch them.
They can be a good team.
Is there dates already announced?
Yeah, dates already been announced. I think 6th of April is the first leg, and the 12th.
Yeah.
I think the 12th is the
second. That's quick.
Yeah, only in a few weeks, and then a week or two after that, it's the semi-finals.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as we finish
the semi-final.
But if we beat Real Madrid, who are we playing in the semis?
Man City. I think it goes without saying.
Well, you never know. Atletico can still win.
They could, but I don't think so. I think
they beat Man United. So
every time you lose your first Champions League, the only thing that's going to be on your head is getting back there and winning it the second time. Man City, you're not getting knocked.
I hear that, but you guys have to remember, like Real Madrid last year is not the same team as this year. They're a lot better. I think on form,
Yeah, they dropped some dead wood.
Vinicius is playing on world class form. Benzema's playing like one of the best players in the world right now. Atletico Madrid as well. I know Man United were poor, but on their day, they can set up a world class low block. Man City, we know at times they can have problems in front of goal. If Atletico go 1-0 up, they can stink out both ties. So I could see Atletico going through, honestly.
They have a chance, I feel, honestly. Like,
I think the lack of away goals doesn't go in Atletico Madrid's favour because they could use that to their advantage.
Yeah,
Man City, I think, even in spite of how good Atletico Madrid can be defensively, they're going to have too much for them in this sort of game. Plus, I think the motivation levels for a team like Man City after getting knocked out is just going to be way too high. I don't think they batter them, but I do think they go through.
Yeah, but for certain teams, like I think Man City, I think for them when they play the emotion too much, they tend to not win. Like the Champions League final.
When they play the emotion, though, it's when Pep overdoes it.
Yeah,
but that's the only thing that you have to be prepared for.
No, but that's playing into the emotion too much instead of playing the game. Like in the Champions League final, if Pep had just played a normal game and played a DM, they would have beaten us. But because he tried to play into the emotion of the final and he overthought it, he lost.
Everyone says that, though, but I'm not so sure. Like, I think it's a tougher game for us if they play without a DM. But we beat them with two DMs. We beat them with one DM, and we beat them with no DM. We still could have got a result.
I mean, they would have stood a better chance. My point being, let's not write off Atletico Madrid. Like on it, João Felix, the way he's playing this season, if he gets a chance, he'll score. They still have what's his name on the bench as Luis Suarez. Like the team is brilliant, and Oblak, you can say he's been poor this season. But Oblak will turn up in big games. Like Man City probably will still go through, but it won't be as easy as everyone thinks that it is. And also, Villarreal versus Bayern Munich, that could be the upset of the quarterfinal, honestly.
Could be. Like, I don't even want to underestimate Villarreal like that, too. I still expect Bayern to go through, but we all do. But that's why it would be a massive upset if we see something different. It could happen. Villarreal have looked dangerous in the last few games. Imagine 3-0 win away at Juventus with 3 goals in the second half. It was ridiculous. So no reason not to believe them. Tricky You says, don't underestimate Benzema. I really don't think anybody is. Genuinely don't. Like, that's everyone's danger,
He's
man.
facing injury problems. He might not play. Yeah.
But Real Madrid, Real will wrap him up in cotton wool for that game.
Yeah,
I mean, as soon as Reece James is healthy, Azpilicueta's going straight to left wing back for me. There's no messing with Alonso or any of these guys. You just send Azpi straight to left wing back.
Listen, I don't mind Alonso being left wing back. Real Madrid's right hand side is quite poor. They've got Asensio, who their fans
What a way to build confidence against Marcos Alonso for 90 minutes.
They got Rodrigo.
That's my point. They don't. Rodrigo, he's not. He's all right. Bale, his pace is gone. Like the right hand side is not that great. And also, Alonso.
I would still bet Bale's faster than Alonso.
We've seen Alonso like pocket Salah. Like in one-off games, Alonso can do a job. I'm not worried about that.
Pocket Salah.
Yes.
Yeah, he never pockets anyone.
He did. No. He did pocketed Salah in the final. He did.
Pocketed Salah.
I think in Premier League, he got like
he's
spun.
Pocketed Salah quite a few times. So I'm not worried. In one-off games, Alonso can put in a
look. That's not how we should look at Real Madrid. Real Madrid is not playing on after wings. They're playing through the middle. The biggest strengths at the middle.
Yeah, Benzema. As long as you stop Benzema, you stop Real Madrid. That's all they got now is Benzema.
Modric.
And the only
keep throwing names out
kind
there.
Kind of both.
Don't worry, man. We have the potion to stop carrying Benzema.
And that's what I want to get to. That's what I get to. That's what I want to get to. Christensen, we if James isn't fully fit, we need Christensen playing because if Chalobah's playing right centre back. Vinicius Jr. will target him.
Hold on. Center back. Is this Prime dropping AC prop?
No,
Lewis. Playing center. It will be
Lewis. I'm dropping retaining the Champions League prop. Okay, so anything goes.
You ain't twisting yourself out of that,
Look,
bro.
if Christensen is not playing right center back, it will be Aspilicueta. It won't be Chalobah.
All right,
I would feel so much more comfortable with Aspilicueta at right centre back.
All right, big screen then. Because if James is fully back, he needs to start right wing back, and either Aspie or Christensen starts right centre back. I don't want any situation.
Library.
I don't want any situation where
Man's at the Emirates.
Chalobah has to play. I don't want any situation where Chalobah has to play because Vinicius Junior will spin him and we will get knocked out. Trust me, this guy's a liability.
I'll write Vinicius.
Chalobah,
whatever.
I don't think
man. You guys with this Vinny Junior prop, man. I don't like. Anybody with an acre of space around him can just kick and run the ball by somebody. Like
he's the Brazilian Cho.
He didn't do a goddamn thing against us last year.
Brazilian Cho.
Jester. He may be the Brazilian Cho,
Raw.
but we have Chalobah playing. That's the difference.
Yes. He is the Chelsea Ben White.
Yeah, Chalobah is the center back Cho. So
Chelsea Ben White.
No, Ben White.
How do you know Chalobah will play even if AC's injured? Like Alex said, Aspie could play right centre back.
I know. I'm only saying worst case scenario if he has to play. That's my point. Worst case scenario.
I don't mind Aspie at right center back in the back three. I think he's actually very, very good because he actually will get forward from that position as well and put in some dangerous balls. So. Yeah, give me that all day long. As long as that means RJ's fit, and I'll take that all day long, especially if RJ's fit because he just adds a dimension to our offense that we miss when he's not. So, by the way, Lewis, I was told that on the Leo stream you needed to talk to me about somebody.
Lil stream?
Yeah, you were in the Lil stream. And
a
certain number 10. You want to talk about a certain number 10.
Did I?
You did. For about 5 minutes before you scored.
I actually don't recall this. I probably did say something stupid though.
Alex got mad because Christian had a bad touch and you said, I'm going to have to talk to Jester about that.
I did. Yes, I did. And then he fucking scored about 5 or 10 minutes after. I can't be asked. Now Fatu's smoking.
Oh, you're talking about the live stream of the game. Yeah, Pulisic pissed me off with his first touches in the beginning of the game.
We had a little bit of an L, but we
it's a good L, though. It's a good L.
With that goal, he has as many goals as Eden Hazard has for Chelsea in the UCL. Did you know that?
That's bad.
Yeah, I knew that.
I'm not surprised.
I believe I read that's 10 goals and assists in 19 Champions League games.
In 19 Champions League games. And also, he becomes the first Chelsea player since Didier Drogba to score in the both legs of a tie in the UCL.
That's a shocking stat.
And he also has more goals. He also has
Drogba.
He also has as many goals against French teams as Messi this year. So
what did we do between 2012 and 2022?
Nothing.
Some of people on here weren't even born then. So.
Like Lewis, you remember since 2012, we got knocked out of the group. We had to play Europa League. Jose took us to a semi-final. We got knocked out. We took us to a quarter-final. We got knocked out. He took us to the last 16. Like we had to play Europa. We had to see, like it was just complete madness.
I was trying to think. I thought Williams scored back-to-back for some reason.
Let's have it right, Q.
Oh my God!
2, 1. What's happening, boys?
Yeah, how we doing, lads?
Yes, bro. What are you telling me? Money Mace gets round 2 against Madrid. What are you saying, bro?
Listen. Do you know what? I'm buzzing. Like in this moment of time, I don't feel one single team that's been drawn in the Champions League. Not one. You could have given me Bayern Munich. You could have given me anyone. Liverpool, City, whoever. I genuinely think that this team right now, regardless of the injuries, the togetherness of this squad with everything that's going on around the club. Is going to pull us through, and we're going to win the Champions League again.
Lukaku.
Lukaku's a bit part player now. Do you know what I mean? He's not a main player.
That's true.
You know, So at the end of the day, like whether he's in the squad or not, I think Tuchel, the fact that Tuchel's dropped him 5 games in a row tells you that he's not forced to play him now. He doesn't need to play him. The ball ain't putting pressure on him. So for me, right in this moment in time, I generally think that Chelsea, regardless if we haven't got Chilwell, I think James coming back is a bonus, like a new signing. But I think we will go all the way. And I don't.
Oh, he's been cut.
Damn, Lukaku's cut off his wife.
Well, and we have Christian Pulisic. He is our Champions League's glue for the team.
No, but Chester, Cho's better than him though.
Oh,
that's what I was told too. You know, I kept all those receipts though. I'm returning.
Do you remember who sent them to you?
Oh yeah, I do. We got 2 John.
You wrote them down like lists like Jericho did.
Yeah. Sorry, lads, I got cut off. Basically, I'm saying I think Manchester City will struggle against Atletico Madrid. I think they're building up a bit of like mentality. They beat United. They did the job on United really. But for me, I think City, even if we play City in the semis, I think we've got the upper hand. I think Pep is starting to feel the pressure at the minute with Liverpool right on his arse in the Premier League. And that squad, whether you like it or not, when they play us, we have been there before. We won it last year. We're playing a team we played last year, regardless if they've got a few different players. They've still got that old midfield, which we dominated last season. So for me, I think we go in with the upper hand mentally, all right, with everything that's going on, and we've got togetherness.
We got dominated this season.
When you have that mentality in your squad, that is what wins you titles, bruv.
By
and
City
that is what
twice.
Chelsea have.
We lost 1-0 twice.
Yeah, but we got dominated, especially in the first leg.
Listen, 1-0. 1-0. The game was there to be had in both games. We've had chances to score against them.
We had chances, but we still got dominated by midfield.
What game?
What game?
City game.
City
this
game.
season.
City game.
The
first game was poor tactics, though. And the second game, personally, I didn't agree with the lineup either. Each game between City stays tight, and it stays a 1-0 game.
Right. So I'm guessing that we had the winner of the Real, Atletico.
Yeah, we got the winner of Atletico City.
It'll be City.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you should be so confident there, bruv. I don't think you should be so confident there. I think Atletico Madrid, the way that they play, with City having possession football, they can hit them. They can hurt them on the attack, bruv. They can hurt them. And
they could hit him on the break, João Felix.
Yeah, because I say to you, City's squad haven't won the Champions League. Like, there's a difference going to the final and that, and you can get to finals, you can get to semis.
Exactly, but what are they going to focus on more than ever now?
Yeah, I know, but that has more pressure, Lou.
They can't. No, they have to win the Premier League because Liverpool's right on their butt.
They don't care. They will prioritize Championship League over Premier League. That's a fact.
Nah, not with that lead, Alex.
No, they won't.
No. They will push for both of them, but there will be a higher emphasis on the Champions League.
City are still in the title race. And when does that Liverpool City game like?
10th of April.
10th of April, yeah.
And that's during that,
Is that during the tie?
Yeah, that's kind of during the tie, isn't it?
Exactly. So it's going to affect them, bruv. It will affect them.
And is Diaz going to be back?
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget.
Yeah, I think he might be back.
He might be back for the game, but it'll be touch and go. So.
Yeah.
My point is Chelsea right now, the togetherness, the way Tuchel is, the gaffer is right now, the way everything, the whole world is against us, bruv. That will. I'm telling you now.
I can see your point of one game, not two leg.
No. Listen, I called it last season, bruv, and everyone laughed at me, bruv, and I'm getting the same fucking vibes, bruv. You did as well, Chris, but don't get me wrong.
I didn't. I didn't. I called it as well.
No, I'm saying you did call it, bruv, but I called it before you called it, bruv.
Yeah.
Anyway,
what
I'm saying to you is the vibe is there. I just feel it with the squad, bruv. I just feel it. Even though our squad right now is, you could argue say it's weak.
In the front or in the back?
I wanted Bayern, to be perfectly honest. Their defense.
I wanted anybody. I didn't care.
We're definitely going to struggle for it because
we don't fear
anyone. Give me Benfica. Give me Bayern.
I agree.
Real Madrid. I don't give a shit.
I
wish we would have drawn Man
understand this
United.
point of view, but in a one-game scenario.
Oh, wait a minute, they're not in it.
That's a two-game scenario. That's a two-game scenario. And to beat Pep in 2 games, that's different than beat Pep in 1.
No, but listen, you don't underestimate Tommy T, bruv. Tommy T's got the number on Pep. Listen, Pep have beaten us, yeah?
It's literally 3-2. It's literally 3-2.
Yeah, I know, but listen, he's done us over, and we've had injuries as well and difficulties, right? When Pep's played us, and they're hurt from the Champions League. But this is a different level now, bruv. This is, trust me, Tuchel ain't making no mistakes. He knows, and his squad knows how to win the Champions League and the moments in these games. And playing Real Madrid is playing Real Madrid. Yes, but we had injuries, bruv. Look at the injuries we had and the problems in our squad.
He didn't. He did,
bruv. He did.
Not in the first game. Not in the first game.
The first game, we didn't even have Mason Mount, bruv.
Yeah, we were forced to play Werner.
We didn't have Reece James for the whole second half. We didn't even have Chilwell, bruv.
I'll leave it.
Yeah, can you imagine having to play Werner against City?
It's like,
and that's my problem with the season of Champions League. The
you like K-pop?
It got affect us.
Not really. No.
I do. That Korean owner actually interesting. I like that.
Now everybody's interested.
I like that. I really like that.
Did anyone see Pep Guardiola go up to the goalie at Crystal Palace after the game? Did anyone see that?
No.
No.
Did you see it? Yeah. So he went up to the goalie. It's like, why didn't you let a goal in? You fuck. Yeah. All right. He's feeling the pressure, bruv, intensely right now.
Oh, come on, man.
Johnny Pep does that shit after.
And if you ask Pep right now, what team does he not want to play? It's Chelsea. I'm telling you that now.
Yeah, Pep does that shit after every game when he loses.
Can I say something?
Go on, Alex.
Farag, do you remember the movie I was told you about, Crazy Asians? Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Crazy Rich Asians?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
If that's what I'm thinking. If Korean buys us, those rich that we really don't have. That's what I'm saying.
She's female. It's a female.
She's female.
What's her name then? And we can check her now.
Kathleen Kim.
Hey,
Kathleen Kim.
Yeah, she's worth like over 10 billion, but an asset's like 400 and something billion or whatever.
Yeah,
like
10.7 net worth actually.
Yeah, so
say Catalina.
Kathleen.
Oh, Kathleen.
Yeah.
How is it deadline day and we're getting more people that we haven't heard of yet?
So many people want us because we've got no debt.
Well, we still don't know that. We still don't know that there is a secret, somebody's secret, not revealed yet, that highest bidder is £3 billion.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Roman probably already bought a Brazilian club?
I think it's the Saudis, mate.
Our new Brazilian feeder team.
Saudis put 2.7.
Yeah, but how long ago was that? That was last week. They might have upped their bid since then. You don't know.
Yeah, look if
I want to know
who seriously think that the Korean bid would be very, very.
There's no way
it's going to be looked at very, very easily because it'd be the first woman owner
and the first Asian
Asian.
Bruv. They ain't letting no Korean bruv manage Chelsea football.
We're north or south?
You know what I'm saying?
South.
Obviously.
What about Leicester? Isn't it Asian? Where is he from?
Oh, that's right. He was Thai. He was Thai.
From Thailand.
Yeah, do you know who bid the 3 billion, by the way?
Politics, mate. It's all politics.
The first woman, though. The first woman owner.
EK is saying Liverpool are not untouchable. Example, the League Cup final. We couldn't finish our dinner. A team like Bayern can completely expose them. They have R9.
Well, they do.
I didn't know Lukaku was at Bayern Munich, but fair enough, bro. They got
R9.
Anyway, appreciate the donation. Yeah, he's talking about Lewandowski. I'm taking the piss. But yeah, as long as it's not Bohemian, I'm fine with it.
I think Bayern will beat Liverpool.
Worse and worse investors as the day
will beat Liverpool, bro.
Bayern will not beat Liverpool.
They will.
Their defense is crap.
Yeah,
their defense is
horrible. Bayern's got a terrible defense, though.
Their attack is a joke.
Liverpool just lost Trent.
I thought it was against Trent.
Their playmaker is like 38-year-old Thomas Muller, man.
Trent's out. Isn't it nice to have an injury to Liverpool, a big injury, an important position in their side, bruv? You know what I'm saying? How many times they get away with
Trent's not really injured. Klopp's essentially doing is to make sure he doesn't go play for England. So they're going to say he's injured, so they can actually take him out.
Yeah, another fucking COVID situation,
which is quite funny because Trent being in this England squad, if he plays well, could actually give him a chance to go play for England at the World Cup.
Is it true, VJ? The private message.
Yep. I was just reading about her.
But since he's not going,
I like her more and more.
It is. I don't know. It is what it is.
I've seen that, but I've heard rumors that could be a conflict of interest if they work with a bunch of other managers and players as well.
But that doesn't mean
potential conflict of interest.
But that's like they worked. That doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah, again,
no, it's in the past. It's in the past.
I didn't want to really get. I just wanted to throw out that because it's interesting. If Roman really wants to do something and leave a legacy, to leave the club to the first female owner would cement his legacy, and it would also, maybe soften some of the rhetoric around him. So I don't really care who buys
I think
Chelsea as long as they want to win.
The Saudis do that as well, mate. The Saudis is a good look for.
Yeah, really?
What does it mean?
Yeah, because of
private message.
No,
what does it mean?
It's because of the relationship between the UK and Europe and Saudi is very, very good. So it's strong.
What about Roman?
Makes it strong. Well, Roman's not got an issue with them, bruv. Yeah, he hates the Americans, doesn't he?
Roman.
He doesn't.
I don't know what Roman's relationship is with the Saudis.
He got the American company to make sure got the sale done.
It sounds like John Terry might be purchasing 10% of the club as well.
Rain is American company that Abramovich selling the club through.
I don't buy that Roman's got the say, bruv. I think it's the government. End of. There's
there's some sort of say Roman gets so.
Okay, then especially if it's the government, it'd be a woman because that would be. They could go back and say, "Look, we helped get the first woman owner." Politicians love to have stuff like that on their CV.
But she's not the first woman, I think.
As long as it ain't no Tory fucking.
There's Norwich or somebody owned by a woman.
Yeah, Norwich.
Yeah. I remember.
I think the only say that the government would have in this is that they're the ones who have to issue the license to sell the club.
No, not true. Premier League.
No, the government has to issue the licensing to sell the club. So if it's an ownership group that they're not necessarily in for, if they didn't issue the license, that would be like their only say in it. If they issue the license, then they've sort of signed off on whoever it is at that point.
I think they're going to sell it to the Saudis personally.
Look, again, I don't care where they're from, what gender they are, who they have in their bed, what God they pray to, if they pray to a God. As long as they make Chelsea winners and keep us at this level, I don't care.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to explain me that chat further later.
But I think it's interesting that we could become that. That would be a huge news story. Chelsea could run off that for a while.
Son, do you know how big and popular South Koreans are? Like they are like pew 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 pew.
She'd probably keep Marina too.
She would probably keep Marina, and we would fill that stadium with visitors.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, don't say that to your dad, Fata. Don't say that to Fata.
Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me as if I'm gonna do something crazy?
Because you're
because you're crazy.
Prime, you better say it when your camera's on, Prime.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Go on, VJ.
All right. You can hear me, right?
Yeah. We can hear you all.
All right. So with this South Korean bid, one thing that is exciting for me as well is that whenever I talk about Chelsea and the global market that we have, I know our reach with the African and the American market has been pretty good. Asian market is something that Man U, Liverpool
especially
historically, they've historically tapped into. This could be a very good move for us to expand our global business as well, the global brand as well, because she also specializes in bringing South Korean and Asian sponsorship deals to football club. That's basically what she does. That's her business, and that's the consultancy she basically does, right? So she's got loads of experience doing that. We have in the past actually tried to do that with Yokohama, which apparently did not really go well because we're not able to bring Japanese players to actually market that. Yeah, there you go, just. So we've been trying historically to do this, but then we've not been able to. But South Korean owner could definitely facilitate this move. This could, just take Chelsea to the next
When
level.
did this news break out? Today? Was it
Today?
Yeah.
What? Reese just like literally now or what?
Pretty much in a way.
Yeah.
But South Korea,
Yeah, a couple of hours ago.
Who reported it? Who reported it?
Well, I got it from Pies.
Jacob Steinberg.
That's
Jacobs again.
Yeah,
all right. He's the one that's mudding Matt Law, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think so.
Well, look, we say, well, there's people we don't know about because we had one journalist in one corner and one journalist in another corner, and they forgot about everybody else in the world. We had Matt Law rooting for Bowley. We had Nazar rooting for the Saudis, and nobody tried to figure out who else in the world might be interested.
How rich is the Korean lady?
10
That's
billion
worth of 400 billion.
Yeah,
right, but the Saudis are worth 1.7 trillion, correct?
Wait, they still can't put that money in.
All of everything, but yeah, like
they're not gonna be able to put money like that in.
I don't know how much he's worth, but apparently the woman just alone, she's worth over 10 billion, like alone, like her.
Right, Roman's worth what, 12, 13 billion, isn't he?
About 12
11.
billion, yeah.
Well,
I was 11, yeah. But
I would say
It was 11 at the point before sale.
I'll add another point to this argument as well, right? With respect to Saudi, not saying Saudi owners are not the right fit for Chelsea. Of course, they're a very good, fit for us. But then with the South Korean owner, what you get an additional is that they've got experience not basically running a club, but then in the footballing side of things. Like the business side of football is something that they are very familiar. They seem to be very familiar with. So that could play as an advantage for us, in the long run, which might not, be the same case with Saudi right now. From what we're seeing, for them, football is new.
Let me just throw something with Saudis. You know that the Saudis the ones to get us, not the same Saudis that has Newcastle. So the king and not the king. Let's say there's a dinner in the kingdom before the Championship League final, Chelsea Newcastle.
I know where you're going.
And the king is like, yo, did you hear what happened to the reporter in Turkey? I'm just saying. All of a sudden, Chelsea not winning a Championship League.
Yeah, I
Newcastle have to get themselves out of the Championship before that happens.
Yeah. Look, that's all speculation. I just want some of those K-pop dancers at Stamford Bridge. That's what I'm talking about.
Now we'll have a look.
Just as the BTS fan.
Viewers, so I'm here for it.
Yeah, cool. Lewis be surrounded by the K-pop girls. He'd be like,
not even.
I know.
There's a lot of Korean fans. I see how much.
Well, hold on. Bator literally just said we and heard the turn on.
No. I don't think we is French.
No. He's saying we because he's excited. That's why.
Yeah, I know.
And we I think we all knew that there were going to be groups that weren't talked. I mean, the groups. Let's be honest, the groups that were talked about the most. Those are the groups pumping PR money into this thing to try to get their names out there. Obviously, we all read that ridiculous statement the other day from that Finkelstein guy or whatever, where it's like just oozing PR bullshit for the Bowley group. It's like
saying anything.
These guys, these are the guys that have been spending the PR money to try to keep their names in the news. There's definitely guys not doing that who are just trying to work with Roman and the Rain Group and keep it private. We all know Roman is very private with his business. So I wouldn't be surprised if the person that does buy Chelsea might not be one of these groups that you're hearing so much about. It could be somebody that, like this Korean young lady who's probably been obviously working this more than just today. So
yeah, I fully expect us to have a couple other owners possible owner or bids come out, and look, it's going to be as crap as this time has been because of everything going on and the sanctions put on us. This is actually kind of like exciting.
Thank God.
Who's going to be the new owner? It's like Christmas, opening a present. You're like, oh, hey, I got something made in Korea or made in the Middle East. You just don't know, man. You're just going to open that present. What are you eating, bro?
No, I'm just saying that the spicy Korean food's in
Yo, can you explain it to me? What is that private chat meant to me?
Alex, shut up.
What does it mean? I don't even know which one you're talking about.
Nothing. Jester.
What Father said to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, I said basically like I just think you're attracted to that Korean owner, you know.
Okay. She's worth $10 billion. If she needs a man slave, I'll go. I volunteer.
Look, do you want some
spicy, man?
Wait, do you want some spicy from the concourse or not?
Jester, your new director of football, Jester.
The Korean
looking for a sugar mama.
What's wrong with that? Hey,
wow,
equality's out there. Why can't I?
Jester is director of football for Chelsea. Wow.
Hey, bro, you know it.
I think he spent way too much time on OnlyFans. Way too much time.
Yeah. Yeah. Deadwood would be gone in a second. And so would half the academy players.
OnlyFans merchant.
Jester would get rid of Cho before he gets rid of Lukaku.
Cho would be playing in the MLS if Jester had his way over there. The new Orlando Pride center forward.
No, he's not that good. Allow it, man. The proper's got to run.
Can you send him to the Rowdies at least? The Tampa Bay Rowdies. We could use him in the USL.
The USL.
Yeah.
Wait, any news on the press conference though?
I was gonna send him to Spartak Moscow.
Jeez.
Nah.
You're gonna do well in the cold.
Don't do well in the cold. Well, I don't have a FIFA recognized league right now anyway. I think they're all suspended.
The Russian league is still going on. The Ukrainian league is postponed, but
no, the Russian league is going on outside in Russia, but that's it.
Yeah, I got you.
Right, big up Cameron saying we need to understand that the deadline is today, but it will take time to complete the process. With billions involved, could be 2 to 4 weeks, maybe even longer. Yes, but that's why I'm saying like expect us not to be in grounds for a long period of time. So
no, I don't expect that. I expect that it'll be worked out because number one, UEFA wants to have full stadiums. They're not going to want to put last 8 in games with half empty stadiums. They're not going to want that, especially since they're still recovering. UEFA's even recovering from all the lockdown stuff. So I think that it's just one of those things you have to go in and negotiate, and they'll go, okay, as long as we can make sure that the funds don't get back to Rome in any ways, they'll ease some of that stuff because again, they want to be on the right side of things. Look, Chelsea fans vote in elections, so how bad do you want to piss them off? I mean, how many millions of fans are Chelsea fans in the UK? You want to lose all those votes?
Ooh, who wants to piss off a tour? Ooh,
and the deal could be announced way before it's actually finalized. And I think once it's announced, you'll see a lot of the sanctions lifted because then they'll know that the deal is actually done. The paperwork, it might take several weeks for that stuff to get sorted, but once the deal is announced, you'll see sanctions lifted because then it'll be known that Roman's not getting funds and things like that at that point.
And there's no way he can get funds anyway.
Right.
Out of England. It's just because the banks are wise to it. So, and I don't think he wants to do something like that would hurt Chelsea even more.
Exactly.
That's why he's stepping away to help Chelsea. So, I'm not worried about any of that stuff. I know we have to talk about it, and it has to be on every channel. And so, if you go on a different channel, you got to talk about it. Even if it's not a Chelsea channel, because that's the first thing they'll bring up. And just save receipts, man. Anybody bantering you about Chelsea, just save those receipts. Just be quiet. Don't get mad. Just calmly save the receipts, and then when Chelsea's doing the Chelsea thing again, you can go say, "Hey, I got this receipt. You said so and so. What you got now?" I mean, Man United fans can be talking about us, and they got the crappiest team.
Yeah. I love how people think Tuchel would go to United to coach that disgusting team that they have. That roster is awful, man.
If Tuchel's going anywhere, it's going to be outside of England. I can think of a couple clubs.
I've already said, Man United, that treble-winning juice has run out. Arsenal's invincible juice has run out. You can't live off your history anymore.
Yeah,
quickly off topic. Can we just laugh at Arteta real quick, complaining about having to play 8 Premier League games in 11 weeks?
That's
violent out.
When did this guy think they were going to have to make up all those
about transfers? Not transfers.
Do you know the irony of all of that?
They got frosted myth.
Do you know the irony of all of that? They used, they had one COVID case, and they used the likes of, players going to AFCON why they couldn't play against Spurs and Liverpool. This is the reason why they now have to play a few games in the space of a few days. The past 2 weeks they were playing like 4 or 5 games.
Arsenal's such a false image, but it's calm for this season because I don't mind them gassing themselves up. They'll go back in the mud.
I don't think they're going to make top 4.
They're not even
I don't know.
Like how much have they actually improved this season though?
They haven't.
Yeah,
exactly. Better defense is worse than last year.
I actually think they have improved as a team though, like as a unit.
But no, Chris. Not really. But how much have they improved?
Not drastically, massively, but I think they have.
They're talking about how they're only a few places away from City and Liverpool, but yeah, as great as they've been this season, United are like a point away and Spurs are 3 points away.
Arsenal's like an ugly woman. Even with makeup on, she's still ugly. So she improves a little bit if you put makeup on, but they're still ugly.
Fata, you got the message from me?
Right. And this is a team.
That's my type.
That was not playing any European football.
I just sent you.
Once
that's
a week.
My type.
They should be way better than they are right now. Way better.
Absolutely.
Because they're putting up things like if we get Gnabry.
This is the hottest woman on the planet Earth.
Okay, if we get Gnabry and João Felix, we can compete for on all fronts next season. Gabriel Benoit, Ramsdale, best goalkeeper in the league. Apparently Saka was the best under 23 player about a few days ago. They played Liverpool. He stunk up the pitch. Didn't hear any more talk.
Yeah,
Martinelli was the best player on the pitch against Liverpool.
I just want to see Gal cry. I just want to see Gal cry.
Gal won't cry. He'll be shameless.
I'll make him cry. If you get me on the stream with that dude, I'll make him cry.
Nah, you won't.
Chelsea v Arsenal preview, bro. Just before 4:20.
He's trying to do clips. He's trying to do clips of pundits and stuff and fans saying Arsenal won't make.
She's a Matrix girl.
Top 4 and stuff and being on Arteta's neck, and yet him 3 games into the season, he said he was Arteta out and he needs to get sacked. So where's the flip floppiness coming from? It's gonna be it's gonna be amazing.
That's why don't just gas people up for the sake of gas, because if you have a match, gas explodes, man.
Yeah, I know. They saw all these games in hand, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna just get to play these out once a week. It'll be great." And then now it's like, "Oh no, that's a receipt you have to pay for, my man. These are gonna come hard and quick now." Which it hurt us maybe in the short term having to play all those games, but in the long term, it'll pay off greatly not having to play every 2 days to make up 3 or 4 games. They'll have to cash those checks real soon, and it's just funny to hear them complain about having to play on 2 or 3 days.
And a Saturday.
But
Wednesday and Saturday. They have a Champions League type schedule.
But you know what their excuse will then be? Their excuse would be you guys never predicted us to make top 6 anyway. Chelsea, you were supposed to be in the title race. United were supposed to be in the title race. You guys have all failed as well.
We win our game in hand. We're 8 points back right now. Okay.
We
Nah, we're
in the
not.
title race before the
Guys,
injury.
let's not. We're not doing this. We're not back in the title race. Let's not do this.
Yeah, but like before the
I'd
injury,
like to.
You never know. A few drop points here, few drop points
Nah,
there.
stop. Let's just focus on
it closer. We can make it closer. So it looks
Lewis. Let's just wrap AC and Cotton one and focus on the CL. Please.
I'd like to say something.
You know what?
Why are you bringing out AC, man? Like
Because I don't want Chalobah playing.
Like,
so
no.
AC,
That's
AC's the lesser of two evils.
VJ, what you got, bro?
Lesser of two.
I was just doing my research simultaneously on this.
Why are you laughing?
You know, this particular bid, right? By Jacob Steinberg. I think we've got it the other way around. So basically, what she's trying to say here, or what the tweet says, is the latest group to enter the bidding for Chelsea, hyphen CNP Sports Group and Hana Financial Group, Catalan Kim, CNP CEO. So inside double quotes now, we are preparing our bid. There has never been an investment into a top-tier football club made by South Korean capital before. It is time for a change. So this is what she's actually quoted, right? But I don't think so. Catalan Kim is the one who's actually going to be the owner or is going to be probably taking over. I think she is facilitating the bid of Hana Financial Group, which is the Korean investment that she's talking about, the South Korean investment that she's talking about. So I don't think so. We have to give more importance towards Catalan Kim rather on the Hana Financial Group, who's planning to, put in their bid. I think she is basically facilitating this bid to happen, because if you look at CNP through their details and all that, so they basically involve themselves in player management, sponsorship contracts, brand consulting, mergers and acquisitions, and I think this comes under the mergers and acquisition stuff, where she's actually facilitating one of the deals for Hana, Hana Financial Group, and when she says we are preparing our bid. So she's not basically talking about her bid. She's basically talking about Hana Financial Group. That's why the second sentence, when she says there has never been an investment into a top-tier football club made by a South Korean capital before. The South Korean capital before that she's referring here is Hana Financial Group, not herself, though she is from South Korea.
So she's like the Audrey chick that facilitated the Saudi group,
Newcastle,
by Newcastle.
Like
what you're saying.
Yeah, so I'm basically saying I'm basically saying that she is more of a okay, how do I put this? She's basically a facilitator, right? She's basically like a consultant. She's the one who actually does the mergers and acquisition. Let me put it this way, right? I'll break it down this way.
Tiger mom.
Okay, I'll break it down.
You sent a message to the wrong person. You should have sent it to Jester, not Alex.
Let's consider two companies, right? Let's say there is Wells Fargo, right? That's a bank, and you've got something. Let's say there's an Indian bank. Like there's just two banks. Now, if Indian banks is supposed to be acquired by Wells Fargo,
though. She's fine.
Alex, man. Shut up!
You're turning into Fata, bro. What the fuck?
Fata makes me.
You know what? Ever since Alex, looked at that BL thing, like he's been moving, mad. Talking about
Continue, please. I'm really
Is this the porno stream, or are we talking football?
Right. VJ, you were saying, bro.
I thought you were in Ireland, dude.
You know, mate. I cancelled.
No, he had to put
his way. But yeah, BJ, go on, BJ.
Yeah, so I just wanted to give an example, right, to actually understand what Catalan Kim is actually trying to do here, right? Let's consider there's a Wells Fargo and there's an Indian bank. Two of the banks, they're actually going to be merging together, or they're going to one is going to acquire the other one. So what a company which is into mergers and acquisition will do? Let's consider probably Deloitte. Right, Deloitte or KPMG, these guys work in M&A, right? So what they'll do is they kind of facilitate the acquisition. When I say they facilitate the acquisition, basically they kind of, when they put together both of these companies, they'll have to make sure how this company will be represented publicly in the market. What is the share capital of each of this? How is the equity going to be calculated after they go on through the merging? So these are the things that they'll be evaluating, and they'll be coming to they'll be facilitating this entire deal from a third person's perspective, and they'll be the point of contact for both of these entities, right, to actually merge. That is exactly what she's trying to do here. So she is not the one who's actually bidding, but she is actually facilitating the deal. She's basically facilitating the deal for Hana Financial Group, and that is the South Korean capital that she's talking about, not herself.
Why
and how much is the South Korean capital worth?
Over 400 billion. She's worth 10 billion. That's the second part of that. The Capital Investment Group is worth over 400 billion.
Yeah.
So plenty of money. Plenty of money.
Why don't they just do this? Why don't they just hire a competitor each and have an old school battle royal in the middle?
Oh yeah, do it.
No, they have a do it too.
The winner gets the club. That's all it is. Just do it like that.
Maybe a joust, since that was so English.
Does the government have any involvement of who gets Chelsea?
They could run a style like a mousetrap style course in Stamford Bridge, and the winner.
Does anybody know if the government has say, like who?
No, the government hasn't got a say in it.
Apparently, they don't have a say, but they really do have a say because they can go, I don't want that person to own Chelsea. So,
like it's probably so.
Yeah, I think it's a Russian billionaire who tries to buy it. I think government will intervene.
Yeah.
Big up Odella saying, why are our fans in the UK not asking the government to clarify who exactly will get the proceeds from the sale and the evidence of the disbursement? We are, but
Boris Johnson
don't know where it's going.
already.
Yeah,
Boris Johnson said it that
because everything Boris Johnson says is the gospel truth. I need to see it.
Can I be brutally honest? The priorities of the Chelsea fans, the top of it is not where the proceeds are going. It's being sold. That's what.
Of course.
Okay? It's nothing. So, as far as because we're not handling the money, it's being sold. Okay, where it goes, what the proceeds done. I'm sorry, I don't. It doesn't matter to me as top priority list, and it probably won't. It's the club, who was sold to, whose ownership, and what they're going to do with the club, and that's a distant thing of where the proceeds going. That's up to what the government does with it. So we have
somebody in the chat said I need to go backstage and watch Blacked. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
Oh dear.
20 minutes.
20 minutes, man. That lasts a long time.
No way he lasts that long. He lies.
No, 15. He's got 15. He's looking for his passport.
He's got the Giroud hair though, and you know Giroud's a sexual machine.
Fucking hell! Oh my goodness! This whole stream went straight in the bin, but it's all right.
Compared to what? Last one that went straight in the bin.
Lewis, would you rather AC slander?
It doesn't have to be AC slander or down bad hours. Could be AC prop hours.
Right? Yeah,
I just did AC prop hours.
Yeah, you didn't do enough.
I didn't do enough. 5 minutes?
Okay. No, I would prefer that AC is fit for the Champions League.
Yeah, over Chalobah.
Chalobah, look, he doesn't have he doesn't have the instinctual abilities yet. He hasn't built up those instincts of knowing where to be, not what to do, because he's a CDM converted to a center back. And when you do that, it takes a while to get to that level.
Well,
so what's troll? So what's troll?
Slicing oranges.
Lewis,
sponsored by Minute Maid.
What kind of injury did he have?
He got a hammy.
Oh shit!
And I don't know. I mean, that's what he was at least grabbing when he was on the ground. I don't think it's been reported yet, but he was. That's where that's what he was feeling. So I don't think you're feeling your hammy if it's a rib injury. So
who's grabbing his hammy?
AC was grabbing
when he was on the ground. He was grabbing the back of his hamstring.
Oh, AC's out. Advantage Real Madrid.
But as long as we have RJ and Aspie can play,
he would have probably backed out.
I'm fine.
Prime anyway. Playing a big game, you'd probably my stomach hurts or something.
Period problems. Yeah, period problems. Lewis.
Look at that foul on my legend. Look at that foul on my legend.
It's easy to tackle has-beens.
Lewis.
Oh, bite your tongue.
Against a finished fat Eden Hazard. Have some shame.
Easy to tackle fat bastards.
Have some shame.
And what is this side over here? Just a Hazard slander section or something?
I know.
Lewis, do you have any clips of him up against Benzema?
What?
Did you
have any clips of him up against Benzema? No, you don't.
Let me try and find a Real Madrid comment. I haven't even bothered. That's a photo. Let me have a look.
They say that Eden Hazard is going on a special diet, extra cream filled.
Jesus Christ, man.
Whoa.
Oh,
No, he's on a seafood diet, Jester. He's on a seafood diet.
Oh, also,
First of all, Eden Hazard's crap in the UCL. He always has been.
Yeah, he's the player. He's Conte in player form. He performs like Conte.
Who is out there with the Hells Angels?
What's Hells
Didn't
Angels?
land very good because nobody here knows what the Hells Angels are. Not too many people.
I was gonna say the Champions League though. Did we ever really build squads around Eden Hazard to perform in Champions League? So
I don't want to hear that. I don't want
What
to
do you
hear
mean?
that. I don't want to hear that.
What do you mean? You had Willian, you had Alonso, you had all these...
Diego Costa, John
had Costa.
Terry. Yeah, we never built a team around him to win the Champions
John
League.
Terry.
Fabregas.
John Terry.
Massive.
Fabregas, yes, Fabregas. 2014.
Yeah.
I
They
wouldn't
were
say
so
John
crap
Terry.
they couldn't win a Premier
John
League.
Terry's a lot
PSG
older
second
than them,
leg.
but it wasn't like...
Absolutely bottled it.
What'd you say?
The PSG
Mata.
second leg in 2015. We fucked that.
No, it's not even.
We
It's not
sold
even
Matt,
that.
though.
It's not even that. The Atletico, when Jose first came back, the Atletico semi-final, we should have beaten them and gone through. We should have played that final.
Definitely, but that was actually a better team that we faced at the time too.
No,
With
but it wasn't
PSG,
though. Like
PSG,
Jose
we
went.
didn't put any pressure on them after they went down to 10 men.
But Jose went too defensive. Like it went into extra time, didn't it? I think.
Plus, Hazard didn't track back.
All I know is
that's
whoever comes in to buy the club needs to get rid of Jorginho.
Why?
Don't extend him.
Why get rid?
Why?
Oh, it's very easily.
We have enough training cones.
No, but again, here's the thing though. I understand if you're saying like in terms of we need a better player in the starting 11 for him, that's fine. But why do you want to get rid of experience? That's what I don't understand.
Because he's got 1 year left on his contract.
Yes.
And
2 in it right now.
I just don't see any reason to resign Jorginho at 30.
I do, because he's experienced, and also 30. And also 30 is not a big deal. Luka Modric is like 31.
Yeah, but Jorginho couldn't lace his boots.
And we have plenty of experience.
Jorginho's a player who doesn't need a lot of pace, so age is not a matter to him.
Okay, Chris.
All these young guys have won a Champions League already. They have plenty of experience. Mason Mount, all these dudes have played in Champions League finals.
I'm talking about our midfield, because you guys are talking about Tchouaméni or a Rice or a Gilmore, none of which have experience in the big stages, winning things on the big stages.
Rice is playing European nights right now. All right, they just want to big European
and winning things on the big stage. Rice just went to the Euros final and lost. Got embarrassed.
Let me prove my point, because I got about to have to go jump in the shower and go to an appointment. Look at Chelsea under Sarri. Look at Chelsea now, and look at Italy. There's a whole lot of games where we have a lot of possession and no cutting edge, just like we did under Sarri, just like Italy does. They have a lot of possession, don't create a whole lot. And us now, there's games where we have a lot of possession and don't create a whole lot. The common denominator in all three teams is Jorginho.
Jester, no, the common denominator in those three teams, I'm assuming you mean Sarri with us.
Yeah, sorry.
We had the strikers we had were Olivier Giroud, who we Sarri didn't use that much. We had Alvaro Morata and Gonzalo Higuain. We had a finished Willian and a finished Pedro. This team, this Tuchel team, we had Havertz, who was like on and off. We had Werner. We had Pulisic did well when he played, but he was injured. We had Callum Hudson-Odoi. We had Ziyech, who was on and off. Italy, look at their forward line. It's abysmal. Insigne is old. They have Berardi, who's not that great. Bernardeschi is on and off. They have Chiesa, who's just basically like he's a maverick, but like he's kind of easily stopped. Like in the final of the Euros, he skipped past Declan Rice, but didn't really do much in the end product. Like Italy don't have a lack of creative players and have a lack of a striker. So, like, the same common denominator problems is not Jorginho. It's the lack of quality in attacking positions for those three teams.
They all look the same: slow, ponderous, ball possession, no cutting edge.
And there's no cutting edge because those three teams lack quality attacking players.
You can still play the through ball.
But to who? No, but to who? Why? Like again, I play in the same position roughly Jorginho plays. I'm not playing a through ball to Timo Werner to miss a chance. You can see possession and we get counter attack. I'm not playing a through ball to Bernardeschi to go through on goal, miss the chance. We can see possession and get counter attacked again.
You won't. If I was that position, I would.
Yeah, you would do that, and your teams would continuously get countered against, and your team would continuously lose. And not keep
we have the Irish Jorginho.
How are we going to continuously get counter if
Irish
the ball
Jorginho
is passed up top?
Well, again, it's about sometimes about being smart and playing the odds. I'm not going to continuously waste possession.
I'm not saying pass it every 5 minutes. I'm not saying pass it up front every 5 minutes.
Maybe if we had better forwards, he'd be more likely to play it to those
maybe
forwards.
we can play ball more times up front that we can actually have chances.
He does do it, but maybe not enough.
Exactly.
And that's what you like.
If we had better forwards, he would do it more often.
Or maybe if we had the better midfielders, he will do more often.
Well, if we had better forwards, he would do it more often.
Well, for everything we say about Timo Werner, he does. If you watch him throughout a game, he does make incredible runs.
Why does it have to be Timo Werner? Why doesn't those passes? Why does those passes doesn't happen more often with too high Kai Havertz? Apparently, he can finish them.
Havertz is not clinical in front of goal. I don't trust him week in week out in front of goal. I don't trust any of our forwards. The only one I actually trust in front of goal is Lukaku, and they don't play to his strengths anyway, so we can't trust anyone.
All right. Well, I got to bounce. I hate to love you and leave you, but
take care, Jesters, my guy.
Take care, Jesters.
Cab fare will be on the dresser. So we'll see y'all later.
Let's go. Take care of yourself, bro.
That's completely moot point that you just made, Prime.
No, it's not. None of our forwards are great in front of goal.
Well, because we don't have we don't play to their strengths. I agree with you, but those strengths comes from the midfield.
The strength doesn't come from the midfield. We can't play to anyone's strengths, particularly because we have so many different players that are mismatched. They don't all gel together. They don't fit together.
I think Kai Havertz and Mason Mount plays exactly really good together.
Yeah, and then you have someone like Werner or Ziyech or Pulisic or Lukaku who all require different ways to play exactly to their strengths. We don't have players that all mesh together, which is why we need to get rid of a good few of them to bring in players that do play.
Let me ask you, what is the better way to? Hold on a second. How many forwards do you think we need to get rid of?
I would send Cho on a 2-year loan or sell him. Get rid of Werner.
Can you just please hurry
up? Get rid of Ziyech. So that's about 3. Lukaku,
3.
That's 4.
How much? And you think with Jorginho, those 3 will be better?
I'm not saying with Jorginho.
Look at me. Three forwards needs to be
hold on.
Need to be kicked out just for one player to be playing better.
I've just agreed that we should upgrade on him. That's fine. But to just say get rid of him completely is ridiculous. And also
have to get rid of 3 forwards versus 1 Jorginho.
Hold on. Also, declared in the chat saying I'm defending Lukaku. No, I'm not defending Lukaku. You probably just joined in. Actually, listen to what I'm saying. But what are you saying, Alex?
What I'm saying is,
what
are the chances 3 forwards are actually fine if we have a direct midfield? Midfielders that play direct into the forwards. What about that? What about if one midfielder been replaced and be played direct and have more direct midfielder, and those forwards can be can play to the strings, which is playing after shoulder. Even Werner can play better after shoulder with space behind him.
Yeah.
What's his name?
What profile striker do you think would make Jorginho work?
Yeah,
you just named four forwards with all different profiles, and none of them seem to work. So
exactly. Tell me the forward that actually will be playing better with Jorginho.
My thing isn't better with Jorginho. I've agreed on the upgrade on him. I'm not arguing in the defense of.
But well, then there's no point to keep him because you might as well make some money off of him.
No. Again, it's the he's needed. He is still needed in the squad. He's the only one who could do something different from what we currently have, and plus it's the experience he brings us. I'm not bringing in someone like a Rice or a Chouameni or whoever who don't have the experience in
Who
those
do you
sort of
replace him
stages.
with? That's what he's asking.
It's stupid. We need to replace with experience. My whole 2 seasons ago with Frank, my whole thing was any players we bring in need to come with experience. We bring in a centre back, we needed experience. We got Thiago Silva. We bring in a forward last summer, and needs to be someone with experience.
You still have Kovacic and Kante. They're both experienced midfielders.
And they don't give you what Jorginho gives you.
Yeah, for one, they don't. You're right, Xavi. And 2, Kante's leaving in a year, or will leave in a year or 2
Are you
anyway.
taking my car?
So that's added experience leaving. That's more experience leaving. Thiago Silva's going to leave soon. Aspie's going to be gone. We have no Christensen. Maybe we can keep Rudiger. Maybe we won't be able to. All our experience is going to be gone. Do people not understand how valuable that is? Experience in the squad.
Yo, here's the problem: is he's 30 years old, and he will look to resign a contract this summer. Otherwise, he's going for free. Do you think he will sign contract with Chelsea if Chelsea is not offering more than a year?
Probably not.
What's this? Oh, sorry, never mind. I got a text. We don't know. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't. But at least try. Or if he goes, then fine. But we're still missing experience that we need to.
Did you notice that the games that he didn't play lately, we play better?
Like when?
Yeah. Okay.
When?
But again,
Like
when?
Yeah.
When?
Which games?
The best games that Jorginho didn't play.
Which games? No.
Which games?
Before Newcastle, before what's it?
Okay, which games?
Norwich, before Norwich, those games when Kai Havertz started to play with Mount, those games.
Which games? Like the Liverpool game where we drew 2-2.
Liverpool game
was not a good game. The midfield was so up and down and erratic. And again, Alex, listen to what I'm saying. Again, listen to what I'm saying.
They should have been 4-0 up.
Yeah. And again, Alex, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with replacing Jorginho in terms of in the starting 11, but getting rid of experience like that, it's stupid, especially when in other areas of the team, experience will be gone. Thiago Silva will be gone in a year or 2. Aspie's leaving this season.
I need to address
Christensen's going to be gone. We're just leaving experience. Like actually,
bro. I would like what Alex wants Jorginho to do.
Yeah. He wants him to do what he done the last 2 games with the passes. That's what he wants him to do. He's always
That's what I want him to do at Chelsea. But my biggest thing, what I want him to do, is get the fuck out of my club.
But again, Alex, again, that's fine. But you get rid of him, you bring in a midfielder with experience. Like if we got rid of Jorginho,
experience?
Do you not think experience is important?
I do, but I think we already have experience in the midfield.
Exactly.
Wait, hold on. Which experience? Kante, who's going to be gone in a year or 2. That experience, that's going to be gone.
So the guy that come have experienced 2 seasons.
Right.
In doing, but who?
Who?
Again, who? I'm naming
who. I will say Kovacic.
The band named the Who. Oh, you too young for this.
The thing is,
the who.
If we bring somebody midfield now,
yes,
you said Bunkante gone in 2 years.
Yeah,
that will be this midfielder that comes this summer will have 2 seasons of experience already.
Yeah, and when Kante leaves, we'll also need another midfielder then.
That he will be, and he will have a couple of more seasons because the guy that came 2 seasons early, he already has experience.
But we'll only have one midfielder. We need another one because we're bringing in a midfielder to replace Jorginho. We need another one to replace Kante. Not in terms of what they do, but in terms of having replacing a midfielder.
Have you forgot about Kovacic, who has been experienced for the last few years with us?
And that's only three midfielders.
I don't want to get rid of Jorginho still, but like if he doesn't want to sign, I would say get rid of him. Yeah, like Alex.
Kovacic is picking up more and more injuries now as well, and his assists have dried up.
I'm not asking Jorginho to do long balls every time, but 2 times a season? Fuck hey, man. go La Liga, go Italy, go do something. But 2 times, man.
Yeah, but I think the thing is to say that suddenly we're going to be one of the greatest teams in the world just to get rid of Jorginho is just naive. It's just naive.
And I think
I don't think naive. If we get Rice, we will be at the moment stronger than what we are now.
No, again, Alex.
Away from Premier League.
That's not true.
But again, Alex, fine. I'm not disagreeing with you on bringing in Rice and having him start. But saying get rid of experience is idiotic when you're not replacing that experience.
Enough with the freaking experience, man.
You're muted, Lewis.
We already have two experienced players, man.
We need experience.
The only reason to get rid of Jorginho is if he doesn't re-sign.
Yeah.
So we can at least try and recoup some value for him. Other than that, he's a very important member of this squad.
And I agree with you. He can be on the bench. He's really good at certain games.
And that's
but
my,
I'm
and
not
that's
saying
why,
that. I'm not.
and that's
But
sorry.
and that's why I want the Premier League, and he fucking can do in the Premier League title.
But
we never
Alex,
win
again,
it. If he's a starter,
I just said the same thing
Alex,
about the
Alex,
Champions League.
Alex,
no, I didn't say that.
I didn't say you. I didn't say you. I'm talking about his doubters.
That's the difference. People don't understand that Jorginho. I don't know how this conversation went to Jorginho, but to tell you exactly why Jorginho is bad for Premier League, it's a Championship League example. Exactly why? Because the game is so much slower in the Championship leagues that actually is his string. But the Premier League is not that slow.
Alex, what you just said on how
Alex is a donut.
But Alex, what you just said about how don't focus on the chat. What you just said about how he needs to be on the bench and we need someone starting ahead of him. I agree, but saying just to sell the experience or get rid of the experience is not a smart thing to do.
You're so boring. You're pissing me off with that experience. I told you we already have 2 experienced players.
They get injured all the time. That's what he said. They get injured all the time. That's the point.
So what? How much do we supposed to pay for the experienced midfielder?
You gotta understand. Jorginho is also a vocal leader.
This is the point. It's not even. I want to get away from the word experience. I want reliable. Reliability and durability are golden assets in this game of football. Okay, I don't care about experience that much because we've got different experiences elsewhere. These guys are getting experience every season. My durability and reliability, and Kovacic, Kante, we can't rely on him much.
Somebody called me Harry Maguire twin.
Kovacic is now showing signs of it as well. And
Fuck
if you
you
notice,
know.
That's a teach, man. That's a good.
Kovacic is showing signs of not being durable as well.
Oh, the Queen is here.
So,
hey, big up the Queen. Back again. Always here to brighten up the streams. Yeah, I don't even know how we got into this debate.
I think the injury this season, it hasn't been that great, but like only other season he hasn't been injured.
Alex said the first thing the owners need to do is sell Jorginho.
Oh, of course. All right, cool. So it was you that brought into this debate as well. All right, cool. Imagine my shot. Raddy Sokal says Jorginho third in the Ballon d'Or, got the Champions League, and ungrateful. Don't forget the Euros as well. Has been a very good 2021.
Yeah, drop the classic on that Declan Rice brother you want, but cool, never mind.
It is what it is.
Jorginho has one less open play assist. Jorginho has. Stephanie just said. Stephanie says Jorginho has one less open play assist than Mason Mount, who's the glue of our team. But never mind. Let's move on.
He's the glue of our team.
Johnny was
there. Alex, do I have a statue in USA? Yes, my man.
It's of Jorginho.
It's a big 10-inch statue.
He's got a Jorginho statue. That's what he's got.
I have Jorginho statue.
Oh, but Andrew, you were saying about durability and everything. Like, that's the point. The guy barely gets injured. To the point where we're
There's the reason because the other players have to work for his ass.
Hang on.
The other players have to run. They have to challenge.
Most games he's covering more distance.
Just look
than
at this
half
way.
of the other players in
Jorginho
the
is not
squad.
running back. Who's running back? Kovacic, Kante. Who doesn't slide tackle? Jorginho, because he cannot get there. So who has to run and slide tackle?
Isn't it more about positioning? Isn't it more about positioning, which is the same thing that we credit AC for?
Not even that. You're talking about running back. Are you saying Kante and Kovacic shouldn't track back? Jorginho doesn't have to run back because he stays back anyways.
I don't think we can. I don't think we can put Kante's injury record down to say just to cover for Jorginho.
I will say that with my chest. The reason Kante has so much injuries and Kovacic has.
Oh, you're horrific. You're horrific.
Alex.
I say it with my chest. Jorginho is the reason Kante got old too early. Kovacic get injured too early.
Shut up.
Because they
have a straight face.
You're saying with a big smile.
I'm saying with straight face.
You are not serious.
I don't. Again,
and also, if we want to be honest about the reason why he's been injury prone for ages, is because Sarri and Conte overplayed him to death, and we made him play with a knee brace.
No, not Conte, not even Sarri, Lampard.
No, it was Conte and Sarri. It was
Conte. No, but
he basically played every game under the pair of them.
Yeah, no, but with Conte, Conte
started to pick up injuries when we bought J5.
With Conte,
Conte started to pick up injuries after Sarri continuously overplayed him for months.
Lewis. With Conte, we had one season when we weren't in Europe. We played like basically one game a week.
Yeah, I'm not really taking 16-17 into account, even though he did play regularly. 17-18 and 18-19.
The second season with Conte, we got knocked out by went to last 16 by February in the Champions League. The following season with Conte, he didn't he didn't get injured until when we had to play that end of season charity thing.
Right, but again, what does a year and a half of consistent game time with barely any rest do? Especially when you have a style of play as intense as N'Golo Kante's. Eventually, you're going to burn down. I get what you're saying. He was capable to play those games because of how good his level is, fucking fitness is. You still have to rest players in moderation, and we didn't do that for a long period of time with Kante, which is why we suffered with injuries in 2020 and 2021.
Yeah.
Let me address guy in the chat. It's EE. Can you bring his Rodri has three through balls. J5 has 7. Do you think that's the reason why I don't like Jorginho? Because he has the better. How many air duels Georgie won versus Jorginho? How many recovery balls Rodri had versus Jorginho? Not the tackles, recovery balls. When Rodri chased the guy and took the ball away from him. Those are the stats I want to see.
But is that not also down to start? Wait, hold on. Sorry, Javi, hold on. Is that not also down to style of play? Because the way Man City play, Rodri has to make more recovery tackles. We don't necessarily. Jorginho doesn't necessarily have to. So is that not down to style of play and down to tactical instruction?
Yeah, because he's staying too deep. Because they're staying too deep. I want the space. Look at me when I'm telling you. I don't want Jorginho as defensive mid to be all the way between us center backs. I want him to be higher. It takes the risk. I agree. It takes the risk, especially when we have the ball. Because if he pushes up a midfield, if you look at attacking possession, when, for example, our center backs are on the half line.
But Alex. Again,
what I'm saying, let me finish my point.
Okay,
let me finish my point.
Sorry.
When our center backs on our attacking position and the center backs on a halfway line, how deep is Jorginho into the midfield? And look at how much space between our forwards. Who's the midfielder? Who's the midfielder staying between our forwards and the center backs? Who's the midfielder?
But Alex, isn't that what Declan Rice as well does? He just converts into a centre back when they're on the transition.
Bring up what Stefan said. A defensive mid playing defensive. Who would have thought?
Don't need to. You read it.
Like you're complaining. You're complaining about something that is Jorginho's job role, and you're saying what your preference is. No offense, but what your preference doesn't matter. If he's doing his job role, that's what's most important, and he's doing his role.
And I agree with you, but to call Jorginho defensive midfielder, it's a joke.
But he's no one calls him
like you know what I'm saying.
No, Steph, hold on, Alex, hold on.
Defensive midfielder does his job. To call actually Jorginho defensive mid, defensive mid because his primary school thing should be defensive.
Alex, Jorginho's not a defensive mid. The people who call him a defensive mid are people who hate on him like you. He's a regista.
Don't fucking use that word in front of me, man.
Don't
fucking use that word.
He is a regista.
That's a teenage word. That's
not
a millennials word.
It's not a teenage word.
That's a word that came out 2 weeks ago.
No, it's not. It's an Italian word.
2 weeks?
An Italian word.
It is what it is. I'm just looking through the stats.
He's like
defensively, Rodri has slightly more better tackles than him. Jorginho has slightly more interceptions than him.
But that's down to style.
Why are we
exactly?
If Pep got Jorginho, Rodri would not even be a thing.
True.
So like, just relax. He's not playing your preference or how you want him to play. You want him to play more through balls and stuff. Fine. Let's get a midfielder who can actually do that. Hold on. I know it's not the only thing, but let me finish. The stuff you want him to do, or you want an upgrade on Jorginho, that's fine. We buy an upgrade on him. No one's argued against that. But you say get rid of a quality midfielder of experience. It's just ridiculous. It's the same people. Same way when people say get rid of Kante because of his injuries, that's also ridiculous. We're not getting rid of an experienced quality midfielder.
What I'm saying is Jorginho cannot be by himself. When he plays in the deep, he's still not by himself. Nobody goes forward because he's still there. Kovacic has to be 10 feet away from him when we're attacking. That's the problem. We're having too many players in defensive situation.
But Alex, again, we've agreed with you that we need an upgrade on him. What are you arguing?
You don't understand me. That's what I'm arguing.
Okay, then explain what you're saying then. I'm trying to actually understand you.
I'm trying to tell you, I don't like, because of Jorginho, we're playing double pivot.
Yes.
That's why I call him Jennifer.
Okay.
Also, let's wrap this up because I want to go to the lineup.
Yeah, I gotta go buy new tires, but
yeah, because I can't lie. You
got to kiss your Jorginho statue. That's where you're going, Alex. You got to kiss your Jorginho.
No, I'll let my wife kiss my Jorginho statue because she's going to the Tennessee again this weekend, so I'm gonna be by myself. But put you back in the mud.
Yeah, let's get to the lineup.
I understand that Kante cannot play on his own either. That's why we want defensive mid.
But we've agreed that we need a defensive mid. But saying get rid of an experienced, saying get rid of a valuable midfielder is
let it go.
Move on. I don't care. Big up Umar saying Sel Werner.
He's living in the summer.
Kings Road Pier.
I don't get clipped, bro. Umar says Sel Werner and
Cho. I put 100 pounds on it. I put 100 pounds on Jorginho's living this summer.
With who?
With Scott. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yes,
cool.
That's
I'll
where
keep
he's
that
coming
in
from.
mind.
He wants 100 pounds.
Cool. Umar says Sel Werner and Cho. I trust in Harvey Vale. No. Respect.
Shut up, man.
Sel Werner potentially, but
this bondage that our fans have. This bondage our fans have with this media academy is awful, man.
Yeah, but probably have to get used to it, especially depending on how long it takes for a new owner to come in. But let's go into the Middlesbrough lineup.
Yo, I gotta go. So
take care.
I'll see you guys.
See you, Alex.
Bless.
See you guys. Bless. Yeah. Safe weekends.
Right. So who does everyone want to see in the back three?
Not Christensen because he's freaking injured.
Christensen's injured, isn't he?
As per usual.
Yeah.
No, well, that was an unlucky glitch.
I think Keppel being goal. I think
unlucky glitch.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Christensen's injured. Okay, so we're out against we're knocked out against Middlesbrough then. Thanks a lot.
Cooking, man. We're cooking.
No, we're Chalobah. Okay.
Also, any super chat, any amount, and you get to keep a player in a position. Just letting you guys know in the comments.
Even if they're injured.
Back three. What's everyone saying?
Sando, that left hand side. Rudiger and Silva.
Fucking hell, right? I'll pick the back three then. I can't be bothered.
Wait, hold on.
Sarr, Rudiger, and Chalobah.
Wait, is Reece James back?
Sarr, Rudiger. Now Reece James ain't back yet. I don't think so.
No, really? Is Cho back?
No. Them two and AC are both out.
I thought they came back. Oh, fuck's sake.
Nope. Right, so is that what we're saying for our back three, or does anyone make any changes?
Possibly, yeah.
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 But then who goes in right wing back?
Ziyech. It's going to be a back four, back five. Ziyech.
Yeah, I'll do Ziyech.
Wait, I thought Reece James was in training. Why is he?
Yeah, but I don't think he's
in
fit
training.
enough to start.
Only in training, yeah.
Yeah, because he's in the England squad.
Sal Niguez on the left.
He has
Kennedy.
COVID, no?
Yeah, Sal's got the vid.
Kennedy.
Well, Alonso then.
Kennedy. Alonso has to.
Oh
Alonso
shit!
has to
Yeah,
rest.
you know what? It would be Kennedy. We gotta put some random.
Alonso needs to rest up for his Real Madrid match.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, your Wi-Fi's moving a bit mad. Right, two in midfield.
It's going to be Vinicius versus Alonso, right?
For the Madrid
No, it won't
game,
be.
yes.
Vinicius, no.
Oh my goodness.
Vinicius plays on the left. It won't be up against him.
Prime, your Wi-Fi's dying. It's just like your slander with AC.
It's like your support for team.
Hey, Prime, your Wi-Fi's delivering like a mountain corner. It's not getting past the first man.
Yeah, midfield, Jorginho and Loftus-Cheek. I'll put Loftus-Cheek in there. I can't lie.
That's a lie in itself.
Loftus-Cheek and who?
Jorginho.
Yeah, cool. Let's do that. There we go. Just get Prime back in. And the front three, everyone's favourite part to pick.
I think Lukaku is definitely playing. We're giving Havertz a rest.
Lukaku.
I think he's going to come back in.
Timo Werner.
Yeah.
Speaking of drop stock, yeah, let's put Werner in.
Oh, good lord.
Everybody.
Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord.
Are you mocking me?
Mason Mount.
Yeah, are you mocking me, yeah?
No.
I swear to God.
Ziyech.
Mason Mount.
Expose you.
Ziyech is already playing in the wing back. So
I love you, Andrew. I love you.
Well, there's no way we're playing Ziyech right wing back, guys.
No,
Yeah,
he won't be. No, it'll be a switch between a back four. Remember against Spurs when he did it? I think that it'll be like a back four.
on
Switch to a
transition,
five.
he become back four.
Yeah,
But he's not playing on the right.
he will be.
He's going to be playing with Mount.
There's no
there,
way
like-
we're. And if we're playing a back four, oh, you guys got Saar in there already? You guys don't think Chalobah is going to be playing instead? I don't know. I don't think Ziyech.
I think.
Playing
No,
right
to be
wing.
fair, could move Ziyech up here, Aspi here, and put Chalobah in.
Oh, Chalobah's an enemy of progress.
Shut up, Prime.
Yeah, this is good.
Wait, hold on, Andrew. You're telling me he's not?
He's not what?
You're telling me he's not?
Prime, your Wi-Fi's kind of robot, man.
You're an enemy of Wi-Fi. That's what you are.
You know what? He's in the
Cyberman
library.
Prime, you know.
Yeah.
He's in the library at the moment. You know what
That's
he's
what he is.
doing.
Tell him tell him to put the extra 20p in. He's got for renting it. It's all good.
So the only thing that I wanted, so the reason why I said probably Mount there was because if you remember before the Ziyech injury, I think Mount and Ziyech started combining really well up top. So I thought, you know what, FA Cup Middlesbrough game, that could be really helping. But yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, that's all good. But yeah, guys, anyone got any other final thoughts before we wrap up the stream?
Can someone drive us to Middlesbrough, please, tomorrow?
Have you got? Have you got a ticket?
No, there was meant to be a few spares going, but like it's £100 return for tickets, so fuck all that.
No chance, man.
Not worth it.
Wait, when is the game again?
We're doing a stream on Sarcasm 6. We're doing a watch along. Just do it with us there, man.
When is the game?
Bring in.
I know what you're trying to do, Andrew. I'm not falling for it.
What do you mean?
I know what you're trying to do.
What?
Nothing.
Prime, why are you slandering our legends, man?
He's not.
He's your legend, not mine. He's your legend, not mine.
He's our
my legend of a manager. My legend of a manager. My legend of a manager. My legend of a manager could never get relegated. Okay, Mourinho's my legend.
Could get relegated. AVB could get relegated. Okay.
AVB is not my legend.
I just wanted to check with
AVB is clear of
you
Frank
guys,
though.
what about this with John Terry
No
combining with
arguments.
someone else, apparently trying to get some stakes in the football club, close to 10% or something.
I think that's stupid. I really do.
Yeah, it's a bit pointless.
I need
really.
like one entity owning this. I don't need like a 10%, like they do on some American teams where they buy a 20% stake or something like that.
Obviously, we wouldn't want that, but is there some material to that? Like,
I don't know. I don't believe, but I think they just want the. If I'm them, I want a complete, natural, straight sale of one person, just one bid. I don't need to we'll pay 10% for something like this, and we'll do this. It's like, I would hate that, because then we're becoming, we can only do something. We get 100% of people, and then we need this 10% people to vote our way, and it's like, it just becomes a mess in the end. I didn't know that.
I have a quick and final thoughts. They're saying Roman Abramovich writing off 1.5 billion debt for Chelsea would be problematic for its financial fair play. What are the thoughts on that? Like, how is him saying you guys don't owe me? They don't want money to go to him anyway. So why do they care?
But his 1.5 billion has nothing to do with financial fair play. It's an interest-free loan he has with the club. It's got nothing to do with financial fair play. It's a write-off that had nothing to do with it. It's nothing that, it's what. And plus, if you look at it, this was done way before. Most of it was done way before FFP was even introduced.
Why are they so obsessed?
And when they say financial fair play right now, they're kind of using it not as a the financial fair play regulations that we have, but more of like, this is financially not a fair play for the other clubs involved. You get my point, right? They're trying to do it that way.
What they're saying is that if we're bought by what they're saying, underline it, and what they're trying not to say is, oh, we are scared shitless that we're bought by a proper company that backs us, that we're gonna basically we're gonna monopolize. That's what they're afraid we're gonna monopolize leagues and champions.
Like, we're already sanctioned. Leave us alone.
Well, that's the whole point.
Big up, yes, C1. We're just about to finish, but what were you saying, bro?
Hold that prime, Cho clear.
Yeah, C1.
Cho clear.
Yeah, but
How was he
C1,
clear, Timo? That's funny.
C1, I'm not defending
Chris,
Timo
why
over
do
Cho.
you defend Timo?
I'm not defending
He's
Timo
clear,
over
that's
Cho.
just funny.
So, how is that?
Prime, if you know the saying, agenda's a free run, man.
Yeah, but how does that attack me? That's not an agenda.
Chris,
I'm not
do you
defending
agree
Timo
that
over
he has
Cho.
to be sold?
What do you say?
Do you agree that Timo has to be sold or something?
He wants Wi-Fi.
I
That's
just
all
came
right.
in to drop that.
That's funny if he's clear. That's just,
Also, by the way,
yeah.
AVB clear of Fat Frank.
No, he's not. Stop it.
No, Prime, that's outrageous, man. But
Is it outrageous?
Frank
Yeah,
Richardson
that
is
ain't
our
running.
worst ever manager.
we ain't running that today, not today.
Well, we're not running Cho clear of Timo when they're both ass.
No, I mean,
Well, at least
bruv,
Team
you
Rick
lot
got
need to
goals
stop
and
bringing
assists.
race into it in the fucking comment section. Like I told you, I'm just gonna block you immediately if I see shit like that.
Oh yeah, Lewis, with the draw, I'm happy with the draw, to be honest. I just want to avoid all the English teams before the final, and I believe if Atletico beat City, I think we can go back to back. To be honest.
Wow. 2022.
I know we can make Guardiola cry 2 years in a row, man. Let's calm.
Bro, I don't want to face Guardiola twice in a month. I've had enough of that. I've had enough of that bold fraud already, bro.
Bro, don't worry, man. We have Guardiola's kryptonite in living color. So
he might not be here.
Lewis,
it's not. We're not playing him next season, are we?
No, but I mean injury.
Lewis, can you please stop repping a Barca player?
All I'm saying, a left wing back is a reasonable.
Stop repping a Barca player.
Don't listen to C1 about anything, man. He backed Bielsa. Don't listen to him.
Really?
You said Rafinha's trash. Sure.
You said Bielsa was a great manager.
That's a stinky take.
Yeah.
You saying Rafinha's trash is more stinkier, bro.
I said he's trash to wind you up, and it worked. That's what it did. Yeah, you fell for it, right?
Nah. But on a real though, so we send Cho on a 2-year loan to AC Milan and bring in Rafael Leao.
Who's paying the wage?
I don't care.
Dortmund paid the wage.
C1 can hold that and pay that wage.
I'll pay that wage. I don't care. I'll pay that
Right.
wage.
No. But we need Leao.
Yeah. Give me Leao or Felix, man. Come on.
Right, we go and wrap up the stream.
What's the
Big up
record?
Big up everyone that's locked in.
For us.
AC to win his last trophy. AC to win his last trophy.
Josh, let him finish.
You're damn fucking right, man.
Hey, Timo Stan, hold that, man.
AC's leaving the way Drogba and Eden Hazard left with a goal in the European final. Let's go. Big up everyone. That's locked
Goal.
in.
Goal. Will he start?
Did I stutter?
Will he start? Unless Thiago Silva's getting injured again, he's not playing.
Yeah, he is playing. We're going to play our best back three: Rudiger, Silva, AC.
Our best back three contains Aspie, Silva, and Rudiger.
You're still living in 2019,
Rudiger,
man.
AC, Silva.
Rudiger, Silva, and Aspie.
See, you're the one stuttering, not me, man. Sorry.
I just had to get the order.
It's cool. Big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. We will leave you with European brilliance. And until tomorrow or Sunday, probably Sunday, we'll see you then. Take care. Like and subscribe. And as always, up the fucking Chelsea.
AC in Spotify New Camp.
Barcelona.
Spotify New Camp.
Dick.